What's up, you guys? Eddie of Fliptroniks. So I'm going to be doing the top 10 racing games for iOS of all time, and I'm going to be starting it off with Need for Speed No Limit. So this game, you guys, is actually free for download, which is awesome. You don't have to pay anything for it. It's a super solid game. I think it used to be paid at one time, but it is free now. And you guys, I would totally appreciate a like and a share on this video. If you guys haven't subscribed to our channel, please do. I'm going to leave links in the description for all of these games, you guys. And like I said, they're definitely all must downloads, but if you're only going to download a few of them, I would definitely download this one. It's really good. You know, visually it's impressive, but you know, this game is just like classic car chases, you know, in the Need for Speed series, and you know, it's just awesome. So anyways, I hope you guys enjoy a little bit of gameplay on it before we move on to the second game. Alright, you guys, so just a little bit on that one, but like I said, I think this one is definitely a must-try if you've never played it before. The next game I'm getting to is CSR Racing 2. So this game's got millions of downloads on it, you guys. It's, you know, super fun. It's a different kind of style of, you know, racing. You're not actually doing any steering in this. It's pretty much a tap-to-race game, but visually it's super impressive, and you can upgrade cars, and there's just a lot of fun things you can do in this game. So anyways, I hope you enjoy a little bit of gameplay on it, and if you've never played it, you'll get to see the kind of style of gameplay it is. But pretty much this is all you're doing. You're tapping to you know, try to win the race here, but you know, the game's really fun. There's some multiplayer in this game too, so there's definitely like a lot of things you can do in it. Looks like I barely got the win on that. But that's pretty much the style of gameplay for this, you guys. It is very cool. You can see the cars are amazing looking. They've got some cool slow motion, different gameplays that make CSR Racing 2 a must-play. Traffic Rider, this is one of my favorite racing games of all time here, you guys. I say this one's a must-download. Pretty much what you're doing in this game, you guys, is you know, trying to you know, finish each level. It's a level-based game where you're trying not to get hit by any cars, you know, that are in front of you or in oncoming traffic. So it's just a really good game, you guys. I've found this to be one of my favorite racing games of all time. The sound of your bike is really cool. You can upgrade to different bikes, which is awesome. And it's a super challenging game. Once you get past like the 10th level in this game, it starts to get really hard, and you have to, you know, really try to, you know, get ahead in it. But you guys can see too, it looks amazing. The levels in this game are really cool. You'll see some night and day levels that look awesome. I'm gonna get hit by a car so you guys can see what it looks like, but getting hit by a car is pretty cool too. You kind of just fly forward. So that's a little bit on Traffic Rider, you guys. I think that one's a must download. It's also free for download. Asphalt Extreme, this one's a newer one, you guys. This came out late 2016. It's from Gameloft. They make some really good racing games. This game's very similar to Asphalt 8, which is awesome because Asphalt 8's a really good game. Anyways, I hope you guys enjoy a little bit of the gameplay on this one. It's also got some really good, you know, like turbo, and the controls are really good. Levels are very detailed, so this is another fun game. This game's a bit of a bigger file, so it's going to take up a little bit more space if you download it, but, you know, it's worth it in my opinion. So anyways, I hope you guys enjoy some of this gameplay. Alright guys, so that's Asphalt Extreme, super cool game. I want to keep things moving along here. I've got F1 2016. So this was another newly released game this year, and it is a cool game, you guys. It's a paid app, unfortunately, so it's going to cost a little bit of money. But, you know, there's really nothing like it, and, you know, I think it's worth, you know, paying for. I'm not sure if they dropped the price on it. They started off at $10, which was pretty pricey, but I think maybe they dropped the price a little bit, which I hope, because it's just, you know, a little bit too expensive, in my opinion, to pay that much for it. But anyways, there's some different camera angles in this game, which are cool. You can see your car, you can go inside the car. I kind of prefer seeing the car, so that's kind of what I'm going to stick with in this. But, you know, we'll see how I do. You know, if you guys enjoy some of this gameplay, you could always download this. Like I said, there's not a lot of F1 games that you can download, so you know, that's one of the reasons that you might want to check it out, because there's really nothing else that you can get, especially if you're a fan of F1 racing. Then, you know, it's probably a game that you'd want to check out. The game's definitely very realistic too. I mean, graphics are really good on it. Everything looks really sharp, so alright, you guys, managed to get first. That's a little one on F1 2016. Then I've got GT Racing 2. So this game, been out for a couple of years, but it is one of the best. It's from Gameloft. Super fun game. It's a bit unrealistic, but it's got a really good soundtrack on it. The racing in it's really fun. So, you know, I've got it on this list for a reason. If you guys enjoy some of the gameplay, definitely give it a download.
GT Racing 2.
Alrighty guys, so that's GT Racing 2. Controls took me a little bit getting used to. I haven't played the game in a while, but still really solid, looks beautiful. I've got Asphalt 8, is my next game, you guys, and it's a lot like Asphalt Extreme, but this game came out before. This is one of the most popular, I'd say, racing games of all time. I'm just going to do a little bit of gameplay on it, but, you know, I feel like this one's a must-play if you've never played it before, so definitely, you know, give it a download. We'll get into some of the gameplay on it. Tons of cars that you can upgrade to in this game, which makes it really fun, but what really makes this game awesome is the turbo. Without turbo in this game, the game would be really boring, but turbo is ridiculous in the game. The cars really fly when you use the turbo in this, which is really cool, and I'll show you guys that as we get into some of the gameplay here, but that's really what makes this game awesome. It's a bit unrealistic, I'd say, too, at times, but, you know, it's whatever. For how the game is, it definitely works. It's got a really good soundtrack on it, too. Controls are pretty solid. They do take a little bit getting used to, but, you know, I've played this game so much that, you know, I'm definitely, you know, used to them. Alright, guys, I'm going to try to smash a car and then get on to the next game because I want to keep things moving along. But, you know, like I said, this game's definitely an awesome game. If you guys have never played it before, you know, absolutely, you know, give it a download. So I'm going to move on to the next one, you guys. The next game I've got here is Drift Zone. I wanted to put a couple drift games in here, and this one's a really cool one. It's free to download. It's got some really cool slow motion drifts that I'll show you guys, and you know, really nothing comparable to it. I think this game's pretty unique. That's why I like it, and I definitely think it's one of the best in its category. So like I said, drifting is just really cool in this game. I'm going to use some of the slow motion. So let's try to get some speed. Alright, as soon as you drift, you can use a slow motion drift feature like that is just really awesome. Super cool. Like I said, there's really no other game like this. You know, it's a pretty impressive game too with how the cars look and everything. You can upgrade cars in this game, but what I really like about this game is the slow motion drifting. I think it's really cool, very unique. So anyways, that's a little bit on this one, you guys. I'm going to keep things moving along here. I've got another game called Car X Drift Racing. This game is another drift racing game. It's a little bit more realistic, but it's pretty cool. It's the other drift game that I wanted to put on here. And, you know, I definitely enjoy this game. It's free to download. We'll do a little bit of gameplay on it. It's got a really good soundtrack on it, too, which I can appreciate. So what's cool is you got to collect points in these levels for your drift. So the longer you can hold your drift without hitting a wall, the more points you collect. You can see that in the top left-hand corner, you know, I've collected, you know, 144 points out of 800. So I need to collect 800 in order to complete each level. So it's level-based, but you have to complete different missions for drifting in order to keep going in the game. So anyways, that's a little bit on this one. I've got a pretty fun game is the last one here, and you know, guys, if you didn't like or share this video, I'd totally appreciate if you did that. But the last game I've got here is Thumb Drift Racing. This game is really fun, so it's pretty unique too. This is one of those addictive style games, so pretty much what you're doing in it is literally just using your thumb to, you know, drift around. The gameplay is very easy. It's not anything hard, but it's like an addictive style racer. The game's got a lot of downloads on it, and I just think it's one of those, you know, in my opinion, best games for what it is. So that's why I've got it on here, and yeah, I really enjoy this game. So it's a great time killing game, like I said. Alright guys, I am going to wrap it up there. You know, I really hope you guys appreciated this video. Like I said, you know, please subscribe to our channel if you haven't. Stay tuned for more, and see you guys later.